Maligayang araw guys! So for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Aya and I'm a bento mom. I make fun and creative lunch boxes for my daughter Zion. I'm also into gardening and homemaking. So if these are the things that interest you, please keep on watching. So it's the weekend guys, and meaning to say we're taking a break again from doing bento creations. So for this weekend, I decided to continue on with our homemaking content, right? So for the past 2 weekends, we did some organizing. So the first one we did in our kitchen, so here. And then the second one, last week, we did organizing naman with our fridge, here. So if you can see my background, I'm actually here in our living room. So we move things around. So this Christmas tree, for example, this isn't where it used to be. So ang nandito talaga before is our display shelf or our bookshelf. This is the corner of the room. But like what I've mentioned, we've moved things around. And you know, I kind of thought that one of the challenges for me was actually decorating our display shelf. Because it used to be here, our display shelf, and I'll show you how it looks like here sa side. So this is what our display shelf looked like before. So most of the decorations in my display shelf, as you can see, are all plants because I love plants as well. And I'm thinking when I was looking at it, it's not really that, you know, exciting or enticing to look at. So medyo parang may kulang. So I decided that for this weekend, I'm gonna be redecorating yung aming display shelf. So I'll show you where we put our display shelf sa bagong pwesto niya. Alright guys, so this is where our bookshelf is now. So I was there earlier over that Christmas tree. So that was where our bookshelf used to be. And now, since we've moved things around within our living room, we decided to put our bookshelf here by the door. So ito yung aming main door. So when you open the door, our bookshelf is here. The reason why we decided to put it here is because we realized that it looked better under this clock, which can be an accent too for our display shelf here. Okay? Start decorating your display shelf or your bookshelf, or in this case, redecorating it. We just need to remove everything first. So I believe that we need to start with a clean slate. So just like with painting, we need to start with a clean canvas. So I removed everything first so that I can picture what I want for this bookshelf. So you would also need to have a theme, sort of a theme or a color scheme for your bookshelf. So mine, I think, is a rustic, vintage, and modern kind of theme. Noon kasi parang medyo tropical, yung theme niya kasi maraming plants. So let's see. And then, of course, we need to gather everything that we need for decorating. So I placed them here sa ating couch. Everything that I need is here. Okay? So we'll start decorating the bookshelf or the display shelf, and then later on, we'll discuss kung ano yung changes na ginawa ko sa ating shelf. Alright? So here is our finished product. And I'll just show you again one more time yung before here. So this is what it looks like before. And this is how it looks like now. So at least you can just compare. if it did improve, okay? So, I'll discuss with you the changes that I made in decorating or redecorating our display shelf, and also some tips that you can probably apply when you do this in your own homes, alright? So, earlier I mentioned to you that the first thing that you need to think of course, is a theme or a color scheme for your shelf. So in my case, like what I've said, it's like sort of a rustic, vintage, modern theme that is also personalized there. So I don't really have a color scheme, but it's important for you to have a contrast in colors so that it doesn't look monochromatic to the eye. It doesn't look boring. So in this case, I've added whites here sa pots. So I have white pots, white picture frame, white ceramic display, but I've also added in some pieces which are of different color, okay? So just make sure to have contrast so you will have more dimension on your display shelves, okay? And then the next thing I want to talk about, or the next thing that I did, and it's also a tip for you guys, is in terms of grouping items. So they say that grouping items in odd numbers is much more pleasing to the eyes. Plus, not only grouping them in odd numbers, but also arranging them in triangles, okay? So let me show you what I did. In terms of grouping, so apart from you doing it in odd numbers, make sure that you have a variation in terms of the height. So you have to have large and small items sa inyong shelves. So say for example, with the books, I group them together in odd numbers. So ito 5 siya. And then sa first layer, I also have variation of height. So merong books na mataas, merong mababa. Okay? And second layer, I did the same. I've got books here grouped into 3 naman. And I have tall items such as this picture or painting, and then I have smaller items. So mix and match lang of the large and small items. Okay? So sa third layer, the same grouping, odd number, I have 5 books here. And then I have variation of height. So yung owl, I place it on top of the books para mas mataas siya. And then I have that pail where I've got the essential oils and also this dried flower. So the same sa baba. And then in terms of arranging it in triangles, so that's what I did. So if you can see, if you notice the books, first layer, second layer, third layer, it forms a triangle. Follow my hand lang guys, okay? And then I did the same with the vases or with the flowers or with the plants. Triangle shape. And then same with my display items or the objects. The Funko Pop na mug, the ceramic owl here, and the diffuser. I arranged them in triangle form as well. So they say that it's pleasing to the eyes if you arrange it in triangle into a grouping of odd numbers, right? So I think it works for me. So I don't know about you guys. So what do you think? So apart from the books being the main thing, of course, because this is a bookshelf. So the next one I used are plants to fill up the spaces of our shelf, okay? So in terms of choosing the plants, make sure that yung plants na gagamitin nyo are at least half the height of your shelves, okay? So that it doesn't look empty sa bawat shelf. And then, in terms of texture, I decided to use a mixture of real, fake, and dried na plants. So, in my shelf before, yung old look niya, I used a lot of real plants there. But now, I used a mixture. So, this one is a bacularis. This is a real plant. And then this one, of course, is the Christmas plant, but this is a fake one. And then, here's the third layer naman ay dried flowers. Okay? Just to add different textures sa ating shelf. So, that's what I used. So, this dried flower, just a side note, this is a hydrangea. I don't know if I pronounce it right. But, if you are interested in dried flowers, because sharing is caring, I'll put a link in the description box on where I got this dried flower. Okay? Alright guys, so moving on to the other items or objects that I've used, and my last tip for you in decorating your shelf, display shelf or bookshelf, is to add items that are personal to you. So add something personal. So like in my case, the books are actually personal to us. As you can see, the Funko Pops. We love collecting this. So this is both Bento Daddy and I. So we both love to collect this stuff. And because this is our favorite musician, this is what we decided to display here. So as you can see, even the books are personal. Those are our favorite books as well. The one we've displayed here. And then other personal stuff, of course, are paintings. So here, paintings from friends. This is actually from Therese, my colleague, from Lay, and then this is from TK. And then this one are also personal because this is a gift from the kids. Best dad and best mom. Okay, and then this one, because I love owls, if you noticed, yung mga pieces are owls. That's also something of me. And the diffuser here is also something that's not just display because it's also functional. We love diffusing oils. These are the oils. I keep them here. So this is something that's really refreshing to have in your living room. Okay. And then also, just a tip, one last tip. This mug, is not only for display, but this is, I thought of something functional for this one because I put trinkets here. So say for example, our keys here. So every time we have to leave the house, we know where our keys are. So this is somewhat functional also. Diba? So you can put something like this. You can also put a storage box, you know, yung small boxes where you store items. Kahit maliit lang, or jewelry box. You can put that one here, and then you can place a plant on top. Then you can put your trinkets there. That's one idea. So make your shelf not only for decoration, but also something that will be functional to you. Okay? Alright guys, so that's it for my weekend vlog. Okay, and like what I've mentioned earlier, I'll share with you in the description box where I bought the dried flowers from. This one here. So I realized that ngayong quarantine, marami ring nahilig sa dried flowers. So maybe some of you may be interested. So I'll put the link for you. Okay? And also, I realized earlier na baka hindi naman lahat may shelves sa bahay. Baka yung iba still gonna start decorating their first display shelves or bookshelves. So, I'll also put the link na rin of where I bought this shelf sa mga interesado na bibili pa lang ng display shelf. Okay? So, you may want to put that in your living room or your bedroom, wherever you decide to put it. I'll just share with you the link as well. So, ano pa ba? Yung Funko, pwede ko rin share sa inyo yung link. I don't know what else I can share with you. The Young Living set, the diffuser, for those of you na interested. Basta, everything that I think na makaka-help sa inyo, ilalagay ko na lang sa description box and you can check it out. Alright? So, I hope I helped you in some way or in one way or another sa inyong homemaking journey. If you enjoyed what we did today, please do like and share this video. And also, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell para palagi kayong updated if I have a new video upload. Thank you again for watching, guys. Happy weekend. See you on my next vlog. Bye!